Hi everyone, Brett here. High altitude scale modeling on YouTube. Here to give you a little tour of my man cave, or my mountain lair as I like to call it. I've been a member of Flory for about 5 years. Learned a lot. And I'm just finished my new cave. It's in the entire length of the basement. You can see half of it back there. And soon you'll get to see the other half. So I hope you're entertained and enjoy this little tour. I've been modeling off and on since I was about 7 years old. That's going into the 40-some years. I've never had more than a 2-year break away from the hobby. Came back permanently about 8 years ago. Started finding things on YouTube. One of the things I found was Flory models. And it's been very helpful. I met Hans through here. He lives about 80 miles away from me, and every once in a while when I'm in Denver visiting the hobby store, he's there, or at a local show or something, I'll see Hans. And that's about it from me. So I hope you enjoy this little tour. Altitude scale modeling. Today we're going to look at my space. I've converted my basement into my cave, and my cave into 3 areas. We're going to focus on the modeling area, but I'll show you the whole thing first. Come down the stairs. Ample warning that there will be profanity. There's a cat. Say hi, Jinx. Over here, it's kind of dark. I do have lights, but they'll white out the camera. Books, some figures, magazines, cars. Here's my altitude scale modeling banner. Western picture of the kids when they were little. Artwork. Some of my builds, a blank space for builds. More books. This is kind of the library section of the room. A cabinet with more builds. That's what that cabinet's for. Then those are modeling books. Down there are fiction books. Some stash. Here's a whole bunch. I do a lot of reading. This is all fiction. My empty bottles. Then we start my little mini fridge. Then we start, this is the modeling area here. We'll get into detail with that. Over here is some car models, some figures. Nathan Drake, Uncharted, Deadpool, Batman, Cartman. The guy in the back is from Far Cry, the last Far Cry game. My desk, some of my movies, my PlayStation games, some more movies. Here's where I do paperwork, billing, stuff that keeps the family running. Over here's my game, TV, movie area, almost hidden behind the stash. PS4, PS3, original PlayStation. In that box there's a Dreamcast, Donkey Kong N64, Wi-Fi and everything's back there. Stash. My iMac and my second monitor. Work area. This is where some paints are kept. Saw more paints over there. More modeling stuff. One of my Studio Series speakers. More modeling stuff. Then we start the music part of my room. There's some of my records. That cabinet actually has modeling stuff in it. Then my stereo system. Vinyl box sets. More vinyl box sets. Vinyl. More vinyl. Here's my Les Paul. More vinyl. Cabinets full of vinyl. Over here, some more stash. More vinyl. This chair was sent to me. I bought it on Amazon in the the part that raises up and down wasn't working, so I called and they actually sent me a whole new chair. So this chair, it rises and then falls when you sit in it, but that's about it. But it's still a good chair. CDs, more CDs, drum set. Won't go in here, but son's music room, bathroom, the back of the stash, and here's the laundry room. But in the laundry room is where my extractor fan goes outside, and then the other part of the stash. So I have multiple stash areas. Go back over here. See from this angle. There's actually a closet there. It's also full of kits. So yeah, I have a lot. Movies. Almost Famous, one of my favorite movies. Dogma poster there. I don't know if you saw, but there's a Superman poster over there. And workbench. Secondary workbench. I'm decaling my Kaffir and my car for the Mark Johnson build right now. So give me a minute, let me sit down and I'll show you all around the modeling area. Alright, let's start here. This is where chemicals are kept. Primers on the top, various chemicals all the way through. Stash under there. There's where I keep various parts, photo etch, things like that, my bare metal foil. Paint shelves, those are my MIGs. These are my scale finishes. They're my car paints. Great company in Utah. My MRPs, Alclads, Vallejo acrylic metals, extreme metals, Spastics, my whole line of hobby, Mr. Hobby Aqueous. A few AKs I kept. Alclad, some paint box sets, cat knocking things down. And my mission models, some more paint box sets from various manufacturers. Life Color, primers, Life Color box sets, a Citadel box set. This is just an open space where I do some work and cutting and things like that. Cat water bowl, my drill press for my Dremel. Back of the Hobby Zone cabinets, you see I have mini lights here and they're all daylight bulbs. This is the arm I use when I'm on the live show just filming the bench. I have that camera, or I use this one when I'm doing reviews. You said before, I'm decaling my Kaffir in my Mark car. So in here's weathering powders from Tamiya, some tape, bottle opener. Those are my good paint brushes that I paint with, and some tools. There's another light here to help light this area if I need to. My 5 main airbrushes. Apex, which is my workhorse, it does a lot of stuff. Then everything else, this is Harder and Stiebeck Evolution, Infinity, Evolution AL Plus, and my Sotar 2020, which is right now my number 2 airbrush. And sanders and tools. It's a new kind of glue that I'm going to do a review on. It's supposed to be as good as super glue without being as crazy as super glue. Drawers, scribers, blades, and punch and die sets. Just knocked my Sotar down. And as you can see, lead wire, lighters, tape and magnets, various liquids under there. In here, knives, knife blades. I like to use these for airbrushing lines. And my little hand drill. And liquid chrome markers and other markers. Back there's a storage supply of glues. Primers, cleaners, everything right there. Toothpicks, Q-tips, more stuff, my blue microphone, speakers, the glues I'm using, tape, coasters, my oil brushers. These are my dry brushing and old brushes here, and my tweezers and weathering markers. This is pretty much my weathering stuff except for my cutters right there. Little clamps, clothespin type clamps, my friction clamps. There's my Airfix calendar. There's my muscle car calendar. Muscle car calendar is American, so it starts with Sunday. Airfix calendar is UK, so it starts with Monday. Excuse me. Speakers, more tools, all my tweezers on a metal knife holder, scribers. That's for rolling PE block and everything is right there. I have a small PE tool right there. There. Knives. I have cutting mats. Clear one with stickers underneath of it. Then I've got small cutting mats on top of big cutting mats. My keyboard, my trackpad. I've got this. It's screwed to the bench, so when I'm doing PE and small stuff, I can just ride across my lap, and when I drop things, they fall right into there, not on the floor. Got tired of losing stuff. Under here is another drawer full of catnip to mellow the cats out, medicine, torch, knives, tape, batteries, turntable, flashlight. You see a little bit of stash under there, and my compressor. Compressor. Sanders and stuff are in the drawers back there. This cabinet came from work. It's got a tilted desk where I keep work in progress, which is currently the SU-27. Eddie from Iron Maiden watches over everything. Inside here is a place for more stuff, starting at the bottom. All my Tamiya paints. All my guns paints. All my A-can paints. And another turntable, Tamiya turntable. And these are cotton gloves. These are what I wear after I've got the finishing done on my car so I don't mess up the shine. My Apex box. Various tools, sanders, oil paints, spare photo etch stuff that's left over. This is metal, so it's magnetic. So I've got like a magnetic tape measure, a magnetic flashlight, some magnetic hooks holding some PE. This is another work light that's magnetic, holding my goggles. This is an old cabinet desk. It used to have doors on it. As you can see, there's excess weathering and glues and stuff up there. That's just overflow. Down here's my whole collection of airbrush cleaners, aqua gloss, strip magic, MRP thinners, white spirits, another chrome marker. These drawers used to be actually spice drawers that hung under the cabinet. This has got my Metal Master military colors and metallizers. And gotta take these off. This is my RLM colors from Model Master. And this is my Tamiya not XF, the regular X colors. And this is my Model Master automotive colors. You see, support your local music. Very proud of that. Evergreen, plastic struck. Up here is where I keep resin, aftermarket stuff. All in there, various things in tubs. Up there, drill bits, airbrush cleaning tips, more Tamiya weathering stuff, some old tube glues, PE placers, ASU tape. Over in this cabinet above the records is diorama stuff. Bushes, toothpicks. These are extra masks, more diorama stuff. This is the Albion tubing brush for wiping the counter. Various weathering products. Italiary paints, I don't really use them, but I did like them. I just got other things to replace them with. And a snack drawer. These are snacks sent to me from various people I know in the UK. And then another quick sweep of the record area. Because actually in this cabinet, in the music area, is more diorama stuff. Extra Q-tips. This side, Tamiya textured paint, more diorama stuff, the box for my camera. This is all just music stuff. And a couple modeling things in there, but mainly just music stuff. Okay. These drawers here, there's two down there I'm not getting into, they're just overflow storage stuff. This is where I keep all my old blades. Eventually I'll just throw the can away. Pretty much overflow stuff, Yahoo things, gloves, mats. Alright. So there you have it. The tour of the cave. Back to my seat. Underneath you can see more works in progress under here. I'm doing that Firebird next. There's a 410 under there I'm going to do, an ME 410. First I'm going to finish those two. And that one. And then I'm going to move on to other things. So, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for seeing my cave. Zoom back into the banner over there. There you go. There's my channel. There's my motto. And 10,200 feet above sea level. Thanks for watching. Now go build a kid.